not Maokai here, the Mordekaiser really fits the bill in terms of what they need in this composition. He's relatively tanky, has a lot of sustain in team fights, but he can just deny the Skarner some of his entry points, because Skarner's
50% underneath this turret.
They're gonna try, but I don't know. This is a level 3 K'Sante. Keen, even with half health, should still be quite tanky.
Yeah, well, they get the CC down. There's the pushback. Keen burning, and it is going to be first blood going over to Lehens.
I think that's how Hanwha Life wanted to play it ends.
and Doran's going to get stopped on his back butt.
Yeah, that's going to be the pullback there as Lehens in a little bit of trouble. Viper gets that frost shot on him, and his ex-teammate looks to be going down. Peanut should turn up.
They know.
Lehens gets the information. And now Doran, can he actually find it? That death grip, absolutely amazing. But the crash down's working out. Doran gets a big old shield, and Gen.G unable to actually close any of these kills. Delight goes in. Canyon's so incredibly low. Lehens trying to tank up the turret, and FaZe ends up collecting the kill. But now the reset monster could be coming through. FaZe has already gone down, and Zeka not actually.
Still a lot of cooldowns, and I think Hanwha Life actually feeling quite good, although with this gank, maybe not.
Big aggression here as Delight's going to get pulled back. The Eclipse doing a lot of work, but I don't think it's going to be able to do enough here as Gen.G with 3 are able to take him down. Lehens getting revenge on his opposite number.
Lanes aren't real in this game. It's just gank squads and victims of gank squads. As we're just seeing non-stop dives here, non-stop action.
Two players right now, meaning that Gen.G isn't really in a position to get anything going when it comes to contesting.
Now, I think
crucially, Lehens hitting 6, Magnet Storm absolutely huge. Delight doesn't have level 6 just yet, so we'll see if that is enough reason for Hanwha Life to maybe peace out, but nope, not happening.
There's a teleport in, and we do have the ultimate available here from Doran. The arrow going to connect as Viper is flanking. Okay, Stranglethorns is going to kill Canyon. He can't impale his way out of that one. And some more grubs going over to Hanwha Life Esports in this Tristana.
It was a very greedy call. 1v2 up here for now as they're trying to shut down this Tristana, trying to prevent him from getting those plates.
What's big here?
Cinders drift around the map, feel really good about
dive Mordekaiser.
Yeah, dive Mordekaiser at level 10 with the ultimate available. That is a rough choice, but they are still going to consider it. Chovy, he's the one that goes in. The stun had already connected as well from Viper. And Chovy able to get out of the way of one of the abilities, but not that one. Still, it doesn't matter. The Mordekaiser goes down.
But Tristana,
and somehow he survives. I think the grass might have been a pretty important
gold again, that top turret. She still gets it. It's in trade for a turret, but that's a K'Sante picking up the gold versus a Tristana picking up the gold. This is exactly where Hanwha Life want to be. Herald gets dropped down here in mid. This is the type of snowball this composition needs to have to win this game. And Hanwha Life are finding the angles. There's that 2,000 gold lead and even an extra crash.
Yeah, another crash, half the health bar, and actually this is just
the inner.
It's a Tristana and it's 5 grubs. Like, that is not long for the world. In a turret.
Zeka, he's the one with all the money, and this is exactly where Hanwha want to be, but here comes the arrow.
Another arrow going to connect this time onto Lehens. That's a big impale onto 2 there, but the Stranglethorns encounter. Triple knockup. True Shot Barrage says no to that play, though. They take down the turret, yes, but they lose almost everyone.
As of right now, absolutely demolish him. We saw it earlier. Just Koenig isn't going to do a lot, and you can see, ideally, K'Sante will be able to walk up.
Guys,
not so much. No, that
ladies and gentlemen,
gone. It's gone. Yeah.
Delight's going to help out.
Gen.G's buildings are falling down. Like, all of the buildings just keep falling down, guys.
Well, I mean, this is what T1 failed to do, I think, to the more lethal level that we're seeing Hanwha do today with the Tristana yesterday.
Drive-by? No,
I don't think so. So now Hanwha have, second Drake. It's not Soul Point. Okay, hold that thought. Lehens going in.
Yep, Deathrum is going to come on through here as Doran just wanting to take down the Realm before the battle's even started. Pace in a lot of trouble in the arrow! And it's Zeka that's able to lock down the kill. Gets the reset out of the way of Canyon now. And Lehens is still alive, but it does not matter. There's so much damage raining down. He finally finds a Magnet Storm, and maybe it's just going to be Chovy that ends the show, but in fact it's not, because Zeka's here and he says, remember 2022? Well,
but with the current itemization for Keen here, he just does not last. Now, with really good engages here, with the Magnet Storm combo with Canyon, there are a lot of Qs that go off, a lot of burn damage.
I feel like gets beat down again and again and again, and it's not.
Behind. And Peanut, the player very, very good at this, is there. Impale, speaking of which, he's just going to get blown up. Lehens going to follow suit, but you can see Chovy in a decent position to do damage, and now Pace is actually in the fight. And look at these Qs. They're being torn apart over the wall. Is Zeka, though, still looking for some angles? But they're like
set up here actually into Hanwha Life's jungle. It has a nice wraparound angle potentially as well.
Oh, Delight's fishing for it. They find the solar flare. This is the flashless Skarner. He still finds an impale, but is it going to be enough as Peanut goes golden? But that's a lot of bad guys. You're not on Gen.G.
Up earlier, they have a lot of information. They can punish, they can turn.
Yeah, Zeka going for a bit of an angle here. The crash down works, and there's the execute. Can't Buster shot him away from that one, and that should be Baron. Going over to Gen.G as Viper, I don't think wants to contest.
Lance missing his stun there and still making the play work. That's that Lance energy that we're looking for.
I mean, he was just moments before they went for that.
Waiting for them in the pit. Looks like Gen.G will be able to collect that, utilizing the Baron that they had. Only 1,300 on the Red Bull Baron power play, and Hanwha Life Esports still have a gold lead, but this is really starting to turn into There Be Dragons territory.
Yeah, we're going to get to the point where a fight just is not going to be won unless Doran gets access to Chovy. That's the one way that there is still an out here for Hanwha Life, because straight up front to back, with how tanky Canyon now is, Keen obviously has gotten to the point, getting very close to his next time finish as well, where he can just tank that damage, and the follow-up of Lahans specifically, it's just not going to be able for Hanwha Life to get through that fast enough to not tank like free Qs. As Chovy has a QSS for the arrow, and then also a stopwatch, just to make sure he's okay.
For the next arrow.
Wait.
Alright, the arrow is going to connect onto Viper's ex-teammate. The Stranglethorns just spreads them all out. Zeka's almost dead. Chovy is going to use one of his stopwatches, this one for the Death Realm, and now that Mordekaiser is just dead. It's Paze that executes him in the end, and the inner turret now going down. Gen.G might just be finished with game one.
And Chovy does actually get found by Doran, but Paze says, I can step up this time around, gets the damage, and Hanwha can't collapse.
Gen.G, massive win here. It all starts with the play topside. Canyon flashes for the Impale. They get map control. They turn that fight in mid, and it's just so impressive.
Still going, another Magnet Storm comes in here, maybe a little bit of a bridge too far there, Lahans, as he was feeling it.
Back in a second. It's so hard to lock down this champion without that Nautilus pick, that was banned earlier. I mean, Leona's
Chovy is dead, because if he's left to hit them with anything, he just dies. Arrow going to connect, it does give them a bunch of extra vision. Lahans trying to crash away from this. The Baron kind of ignored now. Doran just putting Lahans into that Death Realm, and the Impale is going to connect. It's onto Peanut, but he goes golden as well. His Zonya's now completed. Can he get another spell off? And it's the Kazante in trade for this Zyra.
Chovy at bay, but it just doesn't feel like it matters. Maybe they'll be able to trade for the soul here. I don't think that alone is going to be enough.
But I think it's the only choice they can make. They clear the wave. Zeka still had teleport, so he can come over here and help.
As Chovy called his mom just to ask whether there's another opportunity here, but she doesn't quite make it all the way.
The TP coming in.
Yeah, looking for the angle here.
Zeka,
he goes down extraordinarily low. Can he actually join the fight is the question. As Doran, oh man, if Chovy had walked a little bit closer,
oh, no, never.
would have been dangerous.
Come on.
And instead, the teleport comes in and they lose an inhibitor in the mid lane. This Baron doing its work here for Gen.G. They're not taking the risks that Hanwha Life Esports need them to.
And even if Doran flash ults him there, he's got the Zonias, and the rest of the team isn't there to follow up, and then that's just going to be pushing mid. He doesn't commit. He wants to use this defensively. He wants to just buy time for this Baron. 30 seconds left, but now he's down to teleport. The third inhibitor hanging by a thread here.
The minion wave just kind of gave up. And so Paze is going to help that one move on over. It did look a little bit comical, but it was necessary. Arrow going to connect into the backline there. Good buffer on the arcane shift as the Impale used only onto Delight, but he's still melting. Doran trying to get into that backline, but it's Chovy that locks down the first one. Keen in trouble, but how much trouble is he really in? Because this dragon is only just getting started, but so is the Tristana. Some angles here for Viper as well, as now they're looking for it. Chovy is so incredibly low.
They can definitely get the inhib.
Oh, we've got an Elder Flip in this game, boys.
Oh,
we have definitely got an Elder Flip in this one. It's going to be an inhibitor to go down here.
And
I don't know whether they
damage,
get... I mean, there's a lot of damage. There is a lot of damage. Arrow is back up again. Canyon extremely tanky. Lahans trying to get in there. Look at that. The Nexus turret just evaporates. As Zeka is not going to be dying to Lahans.
He's going for it!
It's actually going for it! No! The rocket jump and game one goes to Hanwha